Honestly, if someone had told me a year ago what my marriage would turn into, I wouldn't have believed them. I always thought the craziest relationship stories lived somewhere out there on the internet. And now, I'm sitting in a rented room at my friend's place, typing this out and realizing I've basically become one of those stories. My name is Jessica, I'm 31. My husband, let's call him Kevin, is 33. We've been together for almost 8 years, married for 6. No kids yet, but we always kind of planned to later when life got more stable. When we first got married, Kevin was that fun, kind guy who always made everyone laugh, made memes for our friends, and recorded silly little videos. He had a normal office job in marketing, and content creation was just a hobby. I'm the opposite. Calm, a little anxious. I like stability, to-do lists, budgets, all that. We used to joke that I was an Excel spreadsheet and he was TikTok in human form. And for a long time, it worked. I handled all the life admin, bills, groceries, doctor appointments, cleaning, laundry, planning trips. Kevin mostly brought the fun. He could randomly turn a Wednesday evening into a mini party with pizza and music and a living room dance floor. Sometimes that annoyed me, but overall I accepted it. Okay, someone has to be the serious one. Someone has to be the fun one. And then short-form video really hit. Kevin first got hooked on TikTok just as a viewer. Then he started saying things like, "Look, I could do this too." People literally tell stories about their relationships, and it gets millions of views. Just honest husband and wife content, nothing crazy. I nodded politely but didn't pay much attention. People talk about a lot of things they never actually do. One evening, he showed me his first video. It was just his voice and text on the screen. When your wife tells you that you can't buy any more gadgets, but you secretly buy a new tablet and hide it at your friend's place. A story about how I almost lost dinner and my marriage. I snorted. You never did that. It's a mix of different situations, hum. He waved it off. Nobody knows it's about us. There are no names, no city, nothing. Just a funny story. The video got some tiny number of views, like 800 or so, and I forgot about it. But Kevin didn't. He got pulled in. He started writing scripts for new videos every evening. At first, it was all about random, imaginary couples. Then, my wife started showing up more and more. I began to recognize our real conversations, just slightly exaggerated. Like, in reality, I'd ask him not to spend money without talking to me first. And in the video, it turned into, my wife had a meltdown because I bought sneakers even though we have 20 pairs at home already. Then she came home with new dresses. In reality, I definitely don't have 20 dresses. And I didn't have a meltdown. I just went over our budget and said that if we want a vacation, we need to tighten things up for a couple of months. One day I said carefully, "Kevin, it makes me a bit uncomfortable that you're using our conversations." "Yeah, but nobody knows it's us," came the same answer as before. "Do you really think anyone is going to dig around, trying to find us among millions of people? Relax, it's just content." A couple of months passed. The channel suddenly blew up. One of his videos went viral, the one where he told a story about how his wife forces him to wake up at 7 a.m. on weekends to throw out the Christmas tree in December because of New Year energy. In reality, we just agreed to take down the decorations because the tree was dropping needles everywhere. But who cares about details when you can be outraged in the comments, right? And the comments were like, "Bro, run. She's such a control freak, that's not normal. I hate wives like that." Kevin laughed. "Look how engaged they are. The algorithm loves a toxic wife like you." He said it jokingly, but it stung. I suddenly realized that somewhere out there, thousands of people were painting a mental picture. I'm the nagging, controlling shrew who's constantly on the back of this poor, fun, creative husband. And they only ever hear his version. The more his views grew, the more Kevin started reshaping our life around content. One evening, I came home totally exhausted. All I wanted was to shower and go to bed. I walked in, and he was standing there with his phone up, camera on, and said, "Okay, can you walk in again and yell like, 'Why is it such a mess in here?' It'll be perfect for this video." I froze in the doorway. "Are you serious?" "Come on, it would have happened anyway. You always say that," he shrugged. "What's the difference if we stage it or not?" The difference was huge. In that moment, I realized he wasn't just making silly videos. He was rewriting our reality so it would look better on screen. I don't want to do that, I said. I'm not an actress. And I don't want our fights to be a show for strangers. We're just playing around, he snapped. You take everything way too seriously. That's why my followers wouldn't be on your side. That line stuck in my head. My followers wouldn't be on your side. Who matters more to him, me, or them? At the same time, Kevin started talking more and more about quitting his job. If I post 3 videos a day, the channel will grow like crazy. I just don't have enough time because of this stupid job. And the salary from that stupid job happens to cover half of our mortgage, I reminded him. We argued a lot. I asked him to at least wait a few months, check the monetization, see real numbers. He insisted that if he goes all in on content, everything would work out. At some point, he just presented it as a done deal. I handed in my notice. What? Don't start. I already have brand deals in my DMs. It's going to be fine. I can feel this is my chance. I sat at the table with a cup of cold tea, mentally calculating my salary, the mortgage, utilities, groceries, gas, insurance. Yes, we could survive, but with no safety net, no vacations, no extras. So you decided to quit without really talking it through with me? I did talk to you. You're always against any risk. If I listen to you, I'll die in that office chair. And for the first time I thought, are we actually partners, or am I just the mean accountant who ruins his fun? After he quit, Kevin really did start posting multiple videos a day. Then came live streams. Ask me anything about my marriage. Only it wasn't our marriage on those streams, it was just him. I watched the replays and heard him say things like, my wife is very controlling, but she's a good person. She just worries about money a lot and I'm more creative. Yeah, we've argued about stuff like taking out the trash. No, she won't let me buy a PlayStation, haha. And he always said it in a way that made the audience laugh and stay on his side. He played the role of nice guy with a slightly crazy wife. And the internet loved it. I tried talking to him. One night, after he finished a stream and walked into the bedroom, I said, please stop making me look like I'm hysterical. You have this huge audience and I have nobody. It's not fair. I never use your name, he said for the 100th time. And sometimes I make myself look like an idiot too, so people can laugh. Yeah, but you decide exactly how you look like an idiot. I don't get that choice. He rubbed his face, exhausted. I'm just trying to build a future for us. Why can't you support me instead of criticizing everything? I went quiet, because in his world, any no equals I'm a bad wife. And now his world wasn't just him and me, it was also 100,000 followers. Then came another layer that really started to mess with my head, the fangirls. Kevin began doing joint streams with his female followers, relationship breakdowns, advice from a husband who's seen it all. One of them really stood out, a girl with the username Luna Living. She was charismatic, pretty, very relaxed with him on camera. They bounced off each other easily, sometimes with a bit of flirty energy. On one stream, she joked, if your wife ever kicks you out, you can always move in with me. My couch is huge. The chat exploded with laughing emojis and hearts. Kevin smiled and said, don't encourage them, or they'll say it's a sign. I watched the replay and felt something twist inside my chest. Yes, maybe it was all just jokes, but I knew this was his whole world now. And if before he got lost in video games, now he got lost in comments and DMs. Soon I noticed he was on his phone late at night more often. The screen glowed in the dark. He typed fast and smiled to himself. Who are you texting? I asked one night. Followers, it's my job now. With that Luna girl? Yeah, her too. She helps brainstorm ideas for streams. Don't be jealous, seriously. You know I love you. On paper, I didn't have anything super concrete to yell about. But inside, it felt like there were now 3 people in our marriage. Me, Kevin, and his audience. Maybe 4 if you count Luna separately. The breaking point came on a completely normal evening. I came home tired, with a bag of groceries. The apartment was quiet. Kevin was at the table with his laptop, microphone, and ring light set up. "Oh, you're back already?" He seemed a little on edge. "I'm recording something. Can you just hang out in the bedroom for a bit?" I went to the kitchen and started unpacking groceries. After a minute, I realized I couldn't hear him talking at all. Silence. But the light was on, mic plugged in. I got curious, not uneasy. I slipped over to the doorway and peeked in. He was staring at the screen, checking something in his editing software. When he went to the bathroom, I stepped up to the laptop. There was a project open with the file name, Big Talk Raw. I put on the headphones. The first thing I heard was my own voice. "Kevin, I really can't do this anymore. I feel like I'm living under a microscope. Every word we say gets turned into content." I froze. It was a recording of our conversation from a week ago. That late night talk where I begged him to stop making me look crazy online. I scrubbed forward on the timeline. My voice, his voice, my sighs, the pauses, the way I was trying not to cry. On top of the audio track were little notes. Add chat reaction here. Joke about toxic wives here. My eyes started burning. Then I noticed something else. On the shelf by the TV was a small black voice recorder, the kind you can easily miss. I picked it up and pressed play and heard us again. Our conversation from that very morning, when I'd said I was exhausted and needed a day off from cooking and cleaning. He'd recorded me, no warning, no permission. Just quietly pressing rec while I was sharing something personal. Something in me snapped. I put the recorder down on the table. Right then, Kevin walked back in. He went pale when he saw it in my hand. "What are you doing?" he asked. "What is this?" I asked, even though I already knew. I wanted to do a really honest episode. You know, not staged, just a real conversation. People love that. A real conversation where I don't even know I'm being recorded? He threw up his hands like he was defending himself. "Wait, I was going to show it to you before posting. I'm not stupid. I don't want drama." "But you already recorded it without asking. Do you understand that's a betrayal?" He rolled his eyes. "God, you're being so dramatic. All creators do this. Do you have any idea how hard it is to make interesting content every day?" I felt a wave of rage rise in my chest. "I'm not content. I'm a person. I'm your wife. You turned our life into a TV show without my consent. You share things I say when I'm hurting with total strangers. They support me," he blurted out. "They understand what I'm going through." I laughed, dry and bitter. "What you're going through? You mean how I asked you to take out the trash and not spend our last money on a new mic?" "You never believed in me," he shot back. "You still don't, but they do." And that was the moment I finally said out loud what had been living in my head for months. "Great. Then let them be married to you. Let Luna live with you, listen to your streams, and pay the mortgage. I'm done." The words hung in the air. He went quiet. He looked like I'd just punched him. "You're serious?" "I'm serious," he said, surprisingly calm. "I can't live in a house where anything I say might end up online tomorrow." I pulled out a suitcase and started packing. Kevin followed me from room to room, switching between begging and blaming. "Wait, we can talk this out. I'll delete the files, okay?" "You'll delete these. Tomorrow you'll record new ones. You're ruining everything I've built." I'm trying to get at least some boundaries back. In the end, I left and moved in with a friend. Kevin kept sending long messages, ranging from, "I'm so sorry, everything is empty without you," to, "You destroyed everything and my followers think you're toxic." Honestly, that last part almost made it easier. If he was still using me as content for his audience, then I really had left just in time. Update 2 months later. Legally, we're still married. I'm living at my friend's place, paying part of the rent and saving up to get my own apartment. Kevin is still running his channel. I tried not to look, but curiosity won. Recently, I clicked on one of his streams. He was saying, "I'm going through a really hard time. My wife moved out because she doesn't understand what it means to live as a creative person. I don't want to go into details out of respect for her." And on the screen, in big letters, it said, "When your wife doesn't support your path." The chat was full of, "She doesn't deserve you. You need a girl who believes in you. Luna is way better for you anyway. Yes, Luna is still there. Now they host a joint podcast called Honest Relationships. Nobody knows my real name. But out there, somewhere in that crowd, I exist as this abstract, toxic wife who didn't support her husband's dreams and walked out. We tried going to couples therapy a couple of times. In that room, Kevin was different, calm, guilty, reflective. He said, "I get that I pushed it too far. I turned off all hidden recordings. I won't use our private conversations anymore." "What about the streams?" I asked. That's my job. "But I can stop talking about you." The problem is I don't really trust words anymore. I only trust actions. And his actions over the last few years were very simple. When he had to choose between me and content, he chose content. Right now, we're on pause. On paper, we're still married. Emotionally, I'm already halfway into a separate life. Sometimes I catch myself looking around during a conversation, checking if there's a camera or a mic somewhere. He broke something really basic in me. The feeling that home is a place where you can say anything without worrying. It'll be tomorrow's viral clip. Why am I writing this? I think I just need an outside perspective. I'm afraid I've become too harsh, that I'm not giving him a real second chance. At the same time, I know that if I go back and he hits rec again, I'll shatter completely. He keeps saying everyone does this and that I just don't understand the content world. Maybe he's right. I really don't understand a world where saying sorry to your viewers on a live stream matters more than saying sorry to the person you actually hurt. Right now, I'm seriously thinking about filing for divorce. But there's still this small part of me that remembers the old Kevin. The one who would turn on music and dance with me in the kitchen, not set up a ring light and go live. So, I don't know, maybe I'm overreacting. What do you think? Am I being too dramatic for wanting to end my marriage over just content? Or is this a massive red flag I shouldn't ignore?